$5,000 grant, $10,000 grant, $50,000 grant. Massive grants being planned for the United States across the board to get through this pandemic. But in this video, I'm going to explain how viewers have already gotten $6,000 grants within 24 hours of watching this channel. Meantime, hazard pay. Is it money right now? Is it money thereafter? When is it coming and how is it working? Then, breaking news, confusion across the board of whether hazard pay is back in, back out, and why has it been dropped left and right through the negotiations for your second stimulus check. It's incredible great news, and this is Purple. Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's LALATE. How are you? It's Tuesday. No, it's Wednesday afternoon. And this is Purple, in which I go over big money you can get right now and money thereafter and hazard pay. EIDL, $50,000 grant, $5,000 grant, two $10,000 grants, and more. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe because I'm getting people money right now. You're not waiting around for Nancy and Chuck to figure out how they're going to brush their hair and send out a check to you 5 months from now. I'm getting you money right now. And this video, I'm going to explain how viewers have already gotten thousands of dollars in just a few hours from this channel. Meantime, also like this video. It helps in the rankings. We've been ranking #1 and the algorithm likes when you like the video. Coming up in this video, I'm going to be going over the $50,000 grant, the $10,000 grant, the other $10,000 grant, and then the CDC grant. Meantime, I'll be turning to what's going over with hazard pay and essential workers. And is there hazard pay right now? And is there another type of hazard pay right now? Then, what's going on with hazard pay on a national level? Viewers are always asking me, how do I go get that hazard pay? Am I an essential worker? Do I get the money right now? And where is it? All those questions asked and answered in this video. And let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news as you sit here today is that Congress is under fire for not getting stimulus out. And Jamie Dimon, the head of JP Morgan Chase, said, you know, this is a bunch of silliness. It's a bunch of children acting childish. His exact words today. This is amid the question of why Nancy Pelosi ultimately rejected a $1.9 trillion offer from Steve Mnuchin, which had been raised from 1.5, which he also rejected, to hold out for 2.2, a difference of 200,000. For 5 weeks, she said, I don't like the language of the bill. Now you got nothing. But guess what? My viewers have something. I'm not sitting around and just discussing silliness and bickering. That doesn't help you. I want to get you money. And so my viewers have now gotten thousands of dollars in the last 24 hours. What is this? It's CARES Act 1 money. You need money right now. You need money to survive the pandemic right now. And you'll certainly get a stimulus check thereafter. And we're not losing focus on that, but we're getting money right this minute. The most common way to get money is CARES Act 1 grants. It's from cities and counties across your country that have been given $150 billion from the federal government to use on you. In nearly 99% of the cases, the cities and counties have not used the money. They have to use it right now or they lose it. What does it mean? If they don't use it, it goes back to the federal government. So they're racing by the hour to announce these grant programs. They're very short time frames. They're announced on a Monday and they're gone by the following Friday. They go live at 8:30 in the morning and then they're sold out by 10 a.m. a few hours later. They're very quickly. They're in every state. Never say, no, it doesn't exist. My state doesn't do it. It's not around. Moreover, don't look on the state level. It's city and county. It's administered by the public entity, not by private parties. Yes, there are private grants out there. I'm not detailing this on this channel, and that's not what I'm talking about. Cities and counties have these grants. If you're having problems finding it online, do the following two tricks also. One, look up the city and county websites for where you live. And I mean the official websites. I don't mean the tourist website. I don't mean the Chamber of Commerce website. I don't mean a private operator's website. I mean the official city and county website. And look there. They often announce them right on there. Next, sign up for any email blasts from your city or county because they often announce them in the emails and they go live and then they're gone. For example, in LA County, they announced a DWP grant just 2 days ago that went out by email to DWP users. So you need to be on high alert about this. In South Florida, in Orange County on Monday, they went live with a stimulus check grant, and that was gone within a few hours because it had 15,000 Now, 15,000 applicants. Now, the most common situation is a rent grant. What's important for you to understand is you qualify for this money. So don't sit back and say, I don't qualify. If you don't want it, then go ahead. I got 2 million viewers a day that are tuning in that want the money before you. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits, if you are a senior, if you're a single individual, if you're a business operator, these all qualify for you. I wouldn't be detailing it for you if you don't qualify for them. If you're also having problems finding them, call 211 where you live. Then also call your local city hall or your local county official and ask them about it. They will give you guidance. Next, there is massive protections for rent eviction moratorium and mortgage forbearance. I don't do those videos anymore. I did literally that video every single day for 4 to 5 months, and not that many people tuned in, but in the last few hours, I have gotten a couple dozen emails from people saying, I've got an eviction notice. I got an eviction notice. I have all these videos. Please go watch them in which I explain this is how you do an eviction protection so you don't get evicted. Yes, there is a moratorium in place, but you must do something to get its protections. Next, hazard pay, $50,000 grant, $10,000 grant. Yes, let me go over this great news right now. There is hazard pay grants out there in cities and counties. And there is proposed hazard pay. The cities and counties hazard pay grants right now is again CARES Act money. CARES Act 1 money, but the hazard pay from the federal level is slightly different. That's what's in the second stimulus package. It's $10,000. They want to give you $10,000 based upon the number of hours you worked from January 2020 to 60 days after the pandemic ended. You do this by looking at the number of hours you worked times $13 an hour. If you reach that threshold, you get $10,000 in your account. Bam, right there. If you don't reach that threshold, you'll get $5,000 in your account. You get whatever threshold you've reached at that point in your account, and you get $13 an hour going forward. It's all really great news. Then, if you made too much money last year, which is rarely the viewers of this channel, if you made over about $100,000 per year last year, you would only get a $5,000 grant. Next, essential workers. Yes, these qualify for hazard pay. What are the essential workers? I detail them every night on Purple Power Live at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you've not subscribed and hit the alert button on this channel, please do. We talk about hazard pay every night and who are the essential workers. Now, what's important for you to understand is I don't want you to sit back and say, I did this during the pandemic. I'm an essential worker. Am I getting hazard pay right now? No, it's not coming right now. This is not right now money. This is right thereafter money. This is money that has not been established by law yet. So until it becomes law, you shouldn't be balancing your financial future based upon something that's not in the mail yet. Rather, go get the hazard pay that is established under the CARES Act for your cities and counties. Next, $50,000 grant, $10,000 grant, another $10,000 grant? Yes. The second stimulus package proposes a $50,000 grant called the Lifeline Grant. This would be for small business owners and independent contractors. Then a $10,000 grant. Yes, the EIDL grant is coming back. Next, someone asked me in one of the comments yesterday, LA, do you mean we'll get the remainder of the $10,000 grant? Yes. there's going to be two types of EIDL grants. There's going to be new EIDL applicants, and there's going to be existing previous EIDL applicants. I have hundreds of thousands of EIDL people who never got the remainder of their $10,000 grant or applied on time and they ran out of money and they never got their grant. That money will be coming as soon as Javita Carranza is going, and she is going in January. This is all really great news. Next, the CDC grant. Oh yes, there's a CDC grant. There's a grant that would pay the frontline workers as well. Then state and local, yes. Mitch McConnell, the Democrats, the Republicans, the problem solvers all want to pay state and local money. But where would the state and local money go? The Republicans and the problem solvers all want the money to go to first responders, essential workers in the cities and counties to pay them during this pandemic. This is money for you. Next, private hazard pay, local hazard pay, union hazard pay. Oh, yes, baby. It's all there. If you work at Walmart, if you work at Amazon, if you work at Kroger, if you work at any of the unionized or big box retailers, please be on high alert because a lot of them are rolling out or have rolled out hazard pay. They don't call it hazard pay. They call it premium pay because they don't want to say their business is hazardous. Sort of like me saying my hair is hazardous. My hair is not hazardous. It's a bonus for my head. So I'm giving myself bonus pay because I like my hair. That's their mindset of why they call it bonus pay. Walmart has announced bonus pay. Lowe's has announced bonus pay. You need to be on high alert for this because you want to ensure that you get it. You want to ensure that you get it. Then the groceries. The groceries have been under fire for several weeks by unions to get what's called, again, premium pay out to their workers. And here's the rub. I think it's coming. Guess why? Because there's another, God forbid, toilet apocalypse coming. Yes. The original grocery stores in March and April paid bonus pay with no questions asked because they had people out the door buying toilet paper and Clorox bleach. Now that the stores are slightly empty, they aren't paying hazard pay or bonus pay. But that's about to change. New reports say that toilet apocalypse is coming back, that stores are running out of stuff, that people are starting to surge and splurge and stock up on stuff, and that's causing grocery stores to have more hours and more business than before. With that, the grocery unions are saying, pay up now. Next, what's important to understand is that one of these things does not cancel out the other, and I have to always explain this to you. EIDL and hazard pay doesn't cancel out. State and local grant and hazard pay doesn't cancel out. CDC versus another grant doesn't cancel out. They don't cancel out. So you can get all these things until I say to you something really doesn't conflict. When we get guidance on when it's conflicting, I tell it to you. It's generally in the case of PPP, which doesn't exist anymore. So that makes it very easy. Finally, rent aid. Yes, viewers have been sending me a lot of messages in the last 24 hours about rent eviction versus rent aid and rent grants. Those are three different things, and let me go over them. Rent grants are out there. Go get them. I have all these incredible viewers who have gotten these rent grants in the last 24 hours. It's just incredible. Barbara Perez in Miami Springs. Maria in New Jersey, Donielle in Manatee County, Florida, $9,000, and Kathy, who got $6,500 and $300 for electric. These are rent grants. Then there's a rent eviction moratorium. That's a CDC eviction moratorium. You need to fill out the paperwork for it and get it done. Then there's rent grants on top of that are from the second stimulus package. Those are not law yet. The proposal is to have you have rent grants so that when the eviction moratoriums are lifted, you'll be able to pay your landlords. But here's the important rub, is that most of these rent grants that the viewers have gotten are for 6 months. Guess what 6 months is? December, January, February, March, April, May. May, we're almost out of the pandemic. Many believe that the vaccine will be in full distribution to all of Americans by March or April. So by May, we're almost out of the pandemic. And guess what? These viewers got free grants through that entire period. It's incredible, great news. Finally, what's going on with hazard pay in Congress? It's really a bunch of silliness and confusion. Joe Biden earlier this week spoke about the need to pass the HEROES Act. But which HEROES Act is there? The problem with Nancy Pelosi is she has two bills with the same name, HEROES Act 1 and HEROES Act again. So which one is he referring to? Well, the original HEROES Act had hazard pay in it. The second one, she took out hazard pay in it. Throughout the entire scope of every press conference appearing on The View or Joe or Colbert or any talk show she could appear on, she never speaks about hazard pay. So when she removed it, it's like no one even heard that was removed. Now Joe Biden says in his transition statements he wants to pay hazard pay. Well, where is it? It's not in any of her documents. Moreover, how would it work? This is what the Purple Power viewers need to be doing. You need to be on social media and hashtag Purple Power Hazard Pay. Get the message out very loud and clear to Joe Biden that a hazard pay provision under a second stimulus package should have a provision in there that says the employee applies, not the employer. The Temple of Doom's original HEROES Act hazard pay provision said that the employer may apply, not you. That's crazy. If they don't want to apply, they don't apply, and suddenly you don't get your $10,000. Exactly. Who's going to let someone else get your $10,000 for you? Only you want to get the $10,000 for you. Moreover, as Jim Cramer said in a news statement today on CNBC, the analyst on CNBC, he said by this winter, you're going to see small businesses just wiped out across the country. And so if your small business employer that hires you is gone and closes the door and goes bankrupt, they're not going to apply for your $10,000 grant. You ain't going to be able to even find them. So you need to have the ability to apply for the $10,000 grant yourself. If you have questions or comments in today's video, drop them in the comments below. Coming up next is Being a Mitch with breaking developments about Mitch and what's happening with your stimulus. Is Mitch trying to take your stimulus? Also, go to this brunch channel, subscribe, because no one's finding you money better than this channel. We're adding about 2,000 new followers a day for a reason, because I'm fighting to get you money right this minute. Also, like this video. As always, stay informed, stay smiling, and stay at LA for more.